All right, good morning, everyone. We are joined today by Council President Ceasar Mitchell. Good morning, Mr. Mitchell.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, and I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with me this morning.
It's great to be
Just
here.
have a few questions. I'm not going to take too much of your time because I know you're a busy man. So the question is, the first one, what actually inspired you to go into public service?
Well, really, I come from a family of public servants. My mom's a school teacher. My dad was an Atlanta police officer. And I just grew up watching my parents and my family really engaged in community service. And so really that influenced me and inspired me. It was really the example I saw growing up. And so as I grew up as a young man and then a young adult, I got more actively engaged in community. And at some point I decided, right after I got back from law school, that I wanted to get engaged at the highest level of service, and that's public service.
All right. So at what age were you really when you kind of got the bug?
Well, I was in my mid-20s. I had an opportunity to work on a campaign, and it really showed me how campaigns are very important, but then also campaigns are really about putting into office people who care about their community and people who really want to make a difference in their community and delivering a strong message and being able to deliver on the message that you actually talk about. And so for me, it was really having that experience in my mid-20s that got me engaged. And so I ran for office in my early 30s and have served for 4 terms citywide in the city of Atlanta since.
Okay, so tell me, did you actually grow up in Atlanta? Or
Yes.
you're, as they say, a Grady baby?
I am a Grady baby. I was born right here in the city of Atlanta. I grew up here. I'm a product of the public schools right here in this city. And I've been here all of my life with the exception of the time that I spent in law school. And my wife is a school teacher right here in the city. And my wife and I have 3 kids, 2 daughters and 1 newborn son who's 16 weeks old.
Okay.
And we live in the historic West End community, and that's where I've lived for over 20 years now.
Wow, okay, so you put your time in. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment
Well, for me,
while being in office? What have you done?
yes, so for me, I've been very focused on youth and young people, and I have devoted a significant amount of time to creating partnerships to provide greater opportunities for our young people. For 12 years, I've had a program called the College Prep Series, and this program really has been about providing young people with an opportunity to learn about the SAT and the ACT exam so they can do well on that exam. And we've grown this event from just being maybe a couple of hundred kids 12 years ago to now having 500-600 kids along with their parents participating in this program. So kids get exposure to the exam while parents have an opportunity to learn about the college admissions process, financial aid, scholarships, and other wraparound services. For me, it's always been about young people, and this program has been free. And it's been really one that's transformed lives and created a strong pathway to the future for our young people.
Awesome. So let me ask this question. Out of every award that you've ever received, out of all of your accomplishments, which one are you most proud of?
Well,
I know there's so many. I know.
Well, I just actually kind of don't catalog in my head the awards that I have received, and I've been on it on a number of occasions by a number of different organizations. But there's one that I think back on when I was in high school, quite frankly, and it was the Golden Helmet Award that was given by the Coca-Cola Company to the high school students, 1 or 2 in each school around the city of Atlanta, for students who were not only very strong academically, but also very strong athletically. So well-rounded, strong all-around students. And I just remember that because it really was kind of, for me, kind of the beginning of an understanding of how important it is to be able to work on so many different fronts and make a difference on so many different fronts, to do well in whatever it is you aspire to do, whether it's being in athletics, whether it's being in community service, whether it's being involved in the academics that you need to be involved in order to get a degree or get to the next level.
So, Councilman Mitchell, tell me, what makes you the best candidate for mayor of Atlanta?
Well, I am the best candidate to serve as the next mayor of this city because of that word serve. I come to this with a spirit of service, a heart for service. I love my community, and my love has been shown through the work that I've done over the years, a track record of leadership, a track record of integrity, a track record of giving back and finding opportunities to serve people and to make a difference. As mayor, I'm going to be entrepreneurial. What that means is that if I see something, I'm going to do something, not just talk about it. I'm going to be a mayor that's actually collaborative, and I'll bring to bear the many relationships that I have that I believe exceed all the other candidates in the race to actually create a true collaborative spirit as it relates to making this city the best place in the world. I believe I'm the best person because I know this city from top to bottom, and my experiences in this city have been broad and deep. I believe a city like Atlanta really is led by what I call 4 primary groups, and that is the political space, the business space, the nonprofit space, and our neighborhood space. I'm the only candidate to say that I've provided authentic leadership and have had authentic presence and commitment in each of these areas. And when each of these areas, our neighborhoods, our businesses, our nonprofit organizations, and government are working together, there's no limit to what this city can accomplish. And I believe as mayor, I'll be able to bring authentic, deep, and broad experiences to bear to really lead the city to where we can be. I believe Atlanta is truly a city of promise, great promise, and I want it to continue to fulfill its promise to every child growing up in the city, to every senior citizen who's worked hard and given everything that they've had to make the city the place that it is today, and every family in between that has a dream of making this city not just home for them, but a place where they can create a home for their children and their children's children.
Well, I certainly agree with you. Being a resident of 20 years, I love Atlanta, and I'm here to stay. So let me just ask one last question. For someone who's not familiar with Atlanta and maybe visiting for the first time, what place would you recommend for them to visit as a must-see?
What place here?
What place in Atlanta? For someone, let's say they only have a day here in the city.
Okay.
What one place they have to see?
I think the one place is actually downtown in what I call kind of our tourist kind of sector.
Okay.
And I would start with the National Center for Civil and Human Rights. Then I would move over to the world of Coca-Cola. And then I'd move over on the same plot of land to the Georgia Aquarium. And then I'd walk up a block to the College Football Hall of Fame. This basically 2-block area in downtown Atlanta really shows or showcases really all that is special about our city's history, really the role that corporate philanthropy has played in our city, but also how other activities such as colleges and universities have impacted our city. And then the last stop I'd encourage anyone to make after they finish in this block is to go out and see the Atlanta University Center, because there's a tremendous amount of history there, a history that tells a story of the African American community, but really more than just the African American community. It really tells a story of the spirit of this city, the spirit of the city that's willing to create a space and a place for everyone to be able to grow and thrive and find success.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you for taking time with me, Councilman Mitchell, and I'm wishing you success on your campaign. Keep doing what you do, and may the best man win.
All right, thank you so much.
Take good care.
You too. Thank you.